Hey everyone, so I know I've been MIA on pretty much all my social media, YouTube channels, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. So today I'm going to be dyeing my hair and I figured why not film it for you guys. As you can see, my color is now like a pinky orangey color. It's very washed out. Yeah, it's really ugly right now. There's a few areas that look kind of blonde. So today I'm going to be touching up the color, but I'm going to be going for more of a purple color this time around. Last time I had a red color. So I'm going to do more of a purple this time around. I hardly have any dye left. As you can see, I have dye in like the last maybe 3 inches or so. It's definitely grown out a lot. I've definitely cut off a good chunk when I got my hair shaped. A lot of it got cut off, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm actually filming right outside of my bedroom. I've never filmed here before, but I didn't want to get the dye on my hardwood floors or on the bathroom counter, so I figured why not just do it on a tile, which is in the hallway. It's really easy to wipe off. It can't get into the tiles, so yeah. So what I have here with me is a mixing bowl. I think I got this from the dollar store. So it's just a mixing bowl with a, what is this thing called? Whatever, the mixer. So I have these. I have some gloves here with me so that way the dye doesn't get on my hands, because if it does get in your hands, it does stain and it does stay on for good, like a few days. And also I have my nails done, so I don't want to get a dye on my nails. So hopefully the gloves help. And then next we have the dye. So I have 2 colors here with me. I have a purple color and I have a red. So I have these 2. My plan is to use more of the purple than the red, just because I'm going for more of a purple color. Last time I used more red versus purple and I ended up with a red. Which wasn't the look that I was going for, but I really liked it. But this time around, I want to go for more of a plum. So a quick background story. I first colored my hair back in October at a local salon here in Toronto, at Curlbar. I do have a coupon code. It's called Journey June. If you use that code when you go to Curlbar, you get to save some money at your appointment. But anyways, they did my hair back in October. They lightened my hair first and then they applied these 2 colors to my hair. And yeah, so ever since then I've been touching it up on my own. So let's get started. I don't have any exact measurements on how much dye I use. I eyeball everything. This is old hair. This is actually a wash and go, about, I want to say, maybe about a week old wash and go. I always dye dirty hair or old hair. That's just what I was told to do. My hairstylist told me to dye old hair. So that's just what I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start pouring in the red dye. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna put in because I do have a lot of hair, so I usually tend to have to go back and add more. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze this in. I should probably put my gloves on. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves on because this dye will stain your hands. That's what's in the bowl right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more. All right, so I think that's enough red. That actually might be too much red, which is what happened last time I dyed my hair. I put too much red and then I ended up with red hair again. So I'm gonna go in and add some purple. Back to what I was saying in the beginning, I was MIA because I went on vacation. So before I went on vacation, I don't know, I was just really overwhelmed with the amount of work I had to do, and I went MIA, and then I went on vacation and I was MIA when I was on vacation. Then I got back and I feel like I was overwhelmed before I went on vacation, and then I was overwhelmed while I was on vacation, and then I came back feeling the same way, so I couldn't get myself back into making videos. And then the videos that I did record before I left vacation, I didn't like them. So that just made things even worse. So I'm trying to change up the way I film and the way I edit, just to, I guess, revive my channel, because I've noticed that my videos haven't been doing very well. I want my channel to do well, and the videos that I've been putting up haven't been going well. Anyway, so this is what the color is looking like so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up. Hopefully I get the color that I want. I want like a deep plum color. So I honestly, you just pour until you're happy with the color. You mix it up, and if you're not happy, add some more red or add some more purple. I want to say I added about the same amount of purple and red. Depending on how this looks after I finish mixing it, I will go back in and add more red or more purple. So right now it's very dark. It's very dark. It's probably going to look black if I were to add this to my hair. So I may add just a little bit more red because this is very, very dark. See, I've been MIA on my vlog channel as well. My vlog channel is a lifestyle channel where I share everything outside of my life, like family, friends, vacations, events that I go to, stuff like that. I've been filming for my vlog channel, but I just haven't posted anything. I hope to start posting again next week once I organize myself. So this is what the color is looking like. It's very, very dark, as you guys can see. It's extremely dark. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more red to this because this is a little bit too dark. So this color that you guys see here in the bowl, my hair will be this color for maybe a good month or so, and then by the second month it'll start fading into a red, and then eventually a pink, and then back to this weird color. Okay, so I went ahead and I sectioned off my hair into 6 sections. So I just used some butterfly clips on my hair to section it off. I'm gonna be working on this back section. It's crazy, I have like no dye left in my hair. It's just a little bit. I probably have maybe about 3 or so inches left. The best way to dye your hair is when it's stretched. My hair unfortunately is in a wash and go, but I will stretch my hair out and make sure that everywhere gets dye. So I'm just gonna work in a smaller section, splitting that section into 2. And I'm just gonna lightly stretch my hair. I'm not gonna add water or anything or brush out my hair or anything like that. I'm just gonna lightly stretch those curls. So, all right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and begin adding the dye to that section, just getting it all around. Oops. By the way, I am sitting on newspaper so that way the floor doesn't get dye on it. Even though I'm sitting on tile, I still want to make sure that none of the dye gets into like the creases. So yeah, so once the dye is on that section, go ahead and smooth it in. And for me personally, I like to take the dye a little bit higher than the previous color, just so that way I can ensure that all the hair is covered. So I'm just working that in. Once the dye gets on your hair, it makes your hair nice and wet, so it's easier to like work it through, and you can start detangling your hair as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab that other section and do the same thing. Grabbing some of that dye and really spreading it on there. Smooth it in. Also remove all your jewelry. For example, I had in like these pearl earrings. Those definitely would have been dyed if I didn't take them out. Just going smoothing that in. So right here I have a mirror beside me, which you guys probably can't tell, but there's a mirror here so I can see exactly which areas need more dye. So I feel like right here, this light section right here needs a little bit more. Just gonna go in and make sure everywhere is covered. The worst part is when you miss a spot, to really work that in. So I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and do the rest of my hair, and I'll come back when my whole entire head is covered in the dye. I let this sit on my hair for maybe about half an hour to an hour with a heated cap. If you don't have a heated cap, you can put a plastic bag on your head and walk around the house, maybe do a workout, clean, just to generate some heat. And you can do that for maybe about an hour, and then go ahead and follow up with rinsing it out, then follow up with a deep conditioner. All right, so I'm on the last section. The last section right here. Everything else is covered in dye. So again, all I do is stretch the hair with my fingers. This is a lot easier to do on stretched hair. So I usually do this on like a twist out or something. A wash and go is not the best way to do it, but I really need to get my hair dyed, so I don't really care. So I'm just lightly stretching the curls. And like I said before, as soon as you put the dye on the hair becomes really wet. So it stretches itself out. Let's go ahead and put that all over. So then you go ahead and start smoothing it in. And I do this for about a minute or so, really work it in. And I may go in and dip my finger in to get a little bit more. If I see any areas that need some, I'll go in and add a little. All right, so there we go. There's my new color. I'm gonna rinse it out and see what I end up with. Hope it stays like this, because I really like this color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover my head with a plastic bag for about an hour, and then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out. So I will come back to you guys when it's all rinsed out and show you guys what color I ended up with. Looks good so far. All right, so I will come back in a few hours and show you guys the final results. So I'm back with the final results of my hair color. It looks really, really dark, but if I come in a little bit closer, you can kind of see the color a little bit. It's definitely a lot darker than what I was going for. I wasn't going for this super dark purple color. But the good thing about this color is that it will fade into the color that I was trying to get after a few washes. So maybe about 2 or 3 washes, I will slowly kind of get the color that I was going for. It's definitely very, very dark. Even like when I take pictures, it looks like I dyed my hair black, but it has a little bit of that purple, and you guys saw me dye it. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark. It wasn't what I was going for, but it's okay. So this is actually a old twist out. I'll insert a few photos. I went to Generation Beauty and I wore a twist out, and then the humidity and the rain got to it, so I just threw it up in a puff. I probably will wash my hair in a few days just because it doesn't look like a twist out anymore. It's kind of all fluffy. But yeah, it's not exactly what I was going for. So you can kind of just see the difference in the colors. My real hair is black, or not my real hair, my original color is like a ashy black, and then this is like a very, very deep purple, like a black cherry color. So yeah, so pretty much after I applied the dye to my hair, I hopped in the shower and rinsed the color with cool water. I rinsed until, not until the water went clear, because it probably never will, but I rinsed until it was like very faint purple, and then I followed up with deep conditioning, and then I followed up with my regular routine. I'll leave my wash day routine video somewhere on the screen so you guys can check it out, and it'll also be in the description box. No shampoo after I dyed my hair. The next time I wash my hair, I will probably shampoo my scalp, not the length of my hair, but just my scalp, and let the shampoo run down the length of my hair. And maybe by the 3rd wash, then I will start shampooing my hair. Try to get some of this color out so that way I can get that light plump that I was going for. But yeah, that's it. So I pretty much would dye my hair or touch up the color maybe every 3 months or so. When I first got it done, I definitely had to touch it up every month because it would fade so quickly. But now that I've done it so many times, the color has really sunken into my strands, so it takes about a good 3 months. in order for my hair color to fade. And I wash my hair every single week with shampoo, so I shampoo a lot. But if you were to shampoo less, like say once a month, I know some people shampoo once a month, then you can probably go a whole year without having to touch up. But I shampoo every single week because that's just what I do. Yeah, so then I end up having to touch up a little bit more often. But this time around, this might take a little bit longer to fade away just because I went so dark. Going this dark wasn't my intention, but since it is so dark, it might take a lot longer for me to get back to that blonde reddish color, so which is a good thing. So yeah, that is it. That is how I color my hair. These are the final results. All the product info will be in the description box of the colors that I used, and I will leave a few other helpful videos for you guys, like how I deep condition, my wash day routine, twist out video, wash and go, stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.